In the annals of military history, amidst the chronicles of conventional warfare, there exist clandestine chapters veiled in secrecy and controversy. One such covert operation, conceived amidst the tumult of the Vietnam War, stood as a testament to the innovative lengths to which military strategists would go to gain advantage in the theater of conflict. Born in the smoke-filled rooms of strategic planning, one peculiar operation emerged as a response to the challenges posed by the rugged terrain and the enemy in Vietnam. This is the story of Operation Popeye. The Vietnam War was characterized by its brutal and unyielding nature. It was a conflict marked by relentless fighting, often in harsh jungle terrain and unforgiving conditions. The harsh conditions tested the limits of both man and machine, with treacherous jungles, steep mountains, and unpredictable weather serving as formidable adversaries. The war's hardness stemmed from the intensity of combat, with soldiers facing constant threats from guerrilla tactics, booby traps, tunnel networks, and ambushes. Among these challenges, the Ho Chi Minh Trail emerged as the most daunting of all. In 1954, following the division of Vietnam, the North Vietnamese constructed the Ho Chi Minh Trail. The Ho Chi Minh Trail, also called Annamite Range Trail, was a clandestine logistical network of roads, bunkers, and tunnels spanning thousands of miles. It ran from North Vietnam to South Vietnam through the kingdoms of Laos and Cambodia. The system provided support, in the form of manpower and material, to the Viet Cong guerrillas and the North Vietnamese army. This strategic move placed South Vietnam and its allies at a considerable disadvantage. Attempts by the United States to bomb the Ho Chi Minh Trail were ineffective. So in 1967, the United States initiated Operation Popeye covertly. This audacious endeavor aimed to extend the monsoon season by inducing heavier rainfall than normal. Over the course of 5 years, the U.S. Air Force executed over 2,000 clandestine missions during the rainy seasons, deploying silver iodide into clouds to augment precipitation, a method known as cloud seeding. The United States hoped that heightened rainfall would impede North Vietnamese mobility and provide cover for a U.S. military breakthrough. Commencing on March 20, 1967, and continuing through every rainy season in Southeast Asia for 5 consecutive years, 3 C-130 Hercules aircraft and 2 F-4C Phantom aircraft, based at Udon Thani, Royal Thai Air Force Base in Thailand, flew 2 sorties per day. The aircraft, from 54th Weather Reconnaissance Squadron, were officially on weather reconnaissance missions, and the crews were rotated into the operation on a regular basis from Guam. Inside the squadron, the rainmaking operations were codenamed Motopool. The aims of the operation were to soften road surfaces, making them difficult to traverse, trigger landslides along key roadways, wash out river crossings to hinder movement, and to keep the soil saturated for extended periods, prolonging the logistical nightmare. Through these tactics, Operation Popeye sought to turn the very environment into an obstacle for enemy supply trucks and disrupt the flow of resources along the Ho Chi Minh Trail. A storm of ethical quandaries and unforeseen consequences brewed beneath Operation Popeye's weather manipulation. In 1971, a Washington Post article by reporter Jack Anderson exposed that the U.S. was covertly engaging in weather weaponization in Vietnam. This revelation was backed by the Pentagon Papers leak from Daniel Ellsberg. The following year, New York Times journalist Seymour Hersh reported on Operation Popeye with the headline, "Rainmaking is used as a weapon by the U.S." Just days after this story was published, the entire program was officially terminated, and all cloud seeding missions were halted. Democratic Senator Claiborne Pell, disturbed by the news, demanded the declassification and public release of the Operation Popeye specifications. The program's annual cost was approximately $3.6 million, covering the operation and maintenance of modified aircraft, the purchase of seating materials and salaries for the personnel involved. The public, particularly environmental activists, were outraged to discover that the U.S. had been secretly manipulating the weather in Vietnam. Operation Popeye was officially ended on July 5, 1972. In 1977, the U.S. became a signatory to the Environmental Modification Convention Treaty, an international accord that prohibited the use of weather modification for malicious purposes. Thanks for watching. Put a like and subscribe us for more interesting videos like this.